Are you looking for the qualities of a good mom? Are you feeling less than enough and struggling to be a good mom? Well, you have come to the right place. First, I want you to know that you can become the best mom ever. And I want to help you to understand what true motherly love is. And finally, I'm going to help you to learn to forgive yourself so that you can move forward. Let me first say that my advice to you comes from mothering and homeschooling my 8 kids over a span of 26 years. Yeah, you see, talking about being a good mom and actually doing it are two different things. You see, I gave birth to 4 sons, homeschooled them all. Then my husband and I adopted 4 more children, one of which was just 6 weeks old when we got her. And today, I am 60 years old, still homeschooling and still parenting. This is the first thing I want to tell you, that over the years, you will discover that loving your children and keeping them safe is more important than being perfect. And by the way, you will never get it 100% right. Something that I eventually came to realize. I bet as a parent, you would easily lay your life down for your kids. Am I right? Even still, you will get things wrong at times. Believe me when I say this, I'm telling you, we have 5 adult sons, and each of them has told us things that they think we got wrong. But being a good mom didn't come naturally for me, nor was it easy. In my experience as a child, I didn't have a good motherly role model. I just didn't have any in my life. My mother didn't raise me, and I never knew my father. So basically, when I became a mother, I had to search the Bible for help. I had to rely on other mothers in my church. So consequently, I sort of mimicked how they care for their kids. So overall, I had to learn to be a good mother. I had to learn it. I had to evolve into her. I learned to embrace the good and simple things about being a good mother. What I learned is what I want to share with you in this video. Remember, although there are many qualities for us to strive for as parents, for me, the following qualities are at the top of the list because I think they are vital to our abilities to raise our kids. For instance, qualities like loyalty, trustworthiness, communication, and honesty. Also, as parents, we need to be positive and patient, as well as determined. And most importantly, we need vision, inspiration, and love to help cheer our kids on throughout their growth. You see, none of us will have all of these qualities at the beginning of our parenting years. So we must grow into that kind of mother that our children need. And it doesn't just happen by osmosis either. No, we will have to work very hard at it. What does this mean for you? Well, since these qualities are not always natural, we have to practice and do it over and over and over again. Have you ever considered the actions of a master gardener? Well, she is constantly cultivating the soil so that her yield would be an abundant harvest. You have to go, I'm talking. With patience and focused hard work, she often reaps what she has sown. So too, we as moms, especially if we homeschool, will have to work hard to develop these quality characteristics within ourselves if we want to be good mothers. Striving for this is an honorable goal, and it is possible for all mothers to cultivate these characteristics that will make us good mothers. Let me expound upon each quality just a little further. First one is loyalty. First, I said loyalty first because it is queen. It is the first characteristic that a mother must develop. This implies a faithfulness that is steadfast in the face of any temptation to put others before your child. I mentioned loyalty even before I mentioned love because sometimes love has to blossom, but loyalty will cause you to do it until it does. Newborns, toddlers, tweens, and teens absolutely need this from their mothers. If a baby doesn't have this kind of commitment, he will die. I'm not saying it will happen physically right away, but it will definitely happen emotionally. Loyalty is what makes a good mother stand by her children, even if she stands to lose something or someone who she loves romantically. No one should come before your child, particularly when they are young and vulnerable. A good mother's loyalty towards her young children will propel her towards compassion for her kids, even when she is struggling to hold herself together. Look, during tough days and adverse situations, she will do this. The next thing I want to talk about is trustworthiness. A good mother is trustworthy with her children, and her children know that she will always be there for them. They have no doubt in her strong will, tenaciousness for them. Every child needs someone who they feel they can put their absolute life into their hands. You are that one, mom. You and your husband, if you are married. This is one of the best heart sealing characteristics of the 10 most important qualities of a good mother. You will be the faithful, trustworthy holder of your child's heart, their fears, their challenges, their wallet, their keys, their social security cards, their ATM cards, their diplomas, their college degrees, etc., etc., etc. They will trust you with these things way into their adult lives. Trust me, I know, because I am still holding some of my kids' important keepsakes to this very day. Another of the 10 most important qualities of a good mother is communication. A good mother always talks with her children, even though they may be rolling their eyes and sucking their teeth when you speak. You still have to talk with them. Sometimes she may yell, but that's not very often because she has made herself very clear. A good mother lets her children know what she wills, and they understand that there are sure consequences for disobedience. This mother has no double-mindedness when it comes to expected behavior from her children because she knows that she is grooming her children for greatness. She has no guilt when she puts barriers in place to protect them, many times from themselves. She doesn't cry from feelings of overwhelming defeat when her children fight against her. No, a good mother understands that temporary restrictions and barriers will create beautiful results in the end. So she must embrace that within herself. Now, the next thing is honesty. A good mother models honesty for her children and demands that they imitate this quality. I know that children have their own personalities, and a good mother encourages it, but a good mother also prunes that personality using wisdom and leadership as her shears. Her children will know to choose to do the right thing at all times because she teaches them to do the right even when no one else is looking. I remember back in my younger days, pre-motherhood, when I did many dishonorable things. These actions haunt me to this very day. We can't change the things that we did back when, but we can teach our children to be honest and authentic. A good mother does this for her children. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is positivity. Being positive is one of the most important qualities of a good mother. Now, if you are envisioning a woman sitting around with a garland of flowers on her head as she gently strokes the hair of her children, I'm not talking about that Pollyanna stuff. No, that's not me. A mother must first empower herself with the strong belief that she can do what is needed for her children. She needs to cultivate positive thoughts about her ability to care for her children. She just has to do that. She must embrace herself as the sole giver of love to her offspring because a mother's love can't be replaced. And as a child who was separated from her mother at a very young age, I suffered a ripping of my spirit. I didn't know what was wrong with me. Deep down in my soul, I asked, how come she let me go? So you have to know that you are the perfect one for your child, especially if you are a healthy, non-toxic, capable woman. Meanwhile, you have to keep building your parenting skills and learn to be patient, which is the next quality of a good mother. I will be talking about that in part 2 of this series. Well, so far I have given you 5 of the top quality characteristics that a good mother must cultivate within herself. Have you recognized yourself in any of these? Or do you feel that you still have some work to do? Well, most of us will have to admit that, yeah, we do. We do have more work to do. Even so, I hope that my tips have given you some encouragement to persevere as a mom, especially if you are also a homeschooling mom. You really need to be positive. I mean, I really love seeing young mothers raise and care for their own kids, particularly if you homeschool. I work hard to create products to help young mothers succeed at homeschooling and parenting. So click the link in the description to schedule a free 30-minute consultation with me. Down at the bottom, we can talk about ways to find your success. Also, in the description is a link to my book. If you want to know more about my journey, my homeschooling, and my parenting journey, there's a link in the description. Just click it. Once again, I'm Adrienne Brown, the Homeschool Mama page. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest, and Facebook, actually. I'm known as the practical minded mama there. Anyway, have a good day, and thank you for watching. Bye.